Thank you all for being with us this evening. I am Brian Breitholtz. I am the Executive Director of Alumni Relations for the Weatherhead School. And I want to start out by wishing you all a very happy homecoming. And at the same time, it's my birthday, so you can wish me a happy birthday. Now that line in lieu of gifts does not apply. I will gladly accept gifts. If they're cash, that's okay too. I won't turn it away, but thank you. I'd like to begin the program first by introducing our Dean, Andrew Medvedev. And on this very special occasion, I think because it being homecoming, it's all the more special because he's one of our alumni. So please join me in welcoming him.
Thanks, Brian. Before we get on with the formal program, can you all do me a favor and embarrass my friend, Mr. Breitholtz, for a second? A one, a two. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Brian. Happy birthday to you. And this is how we roll at the Weatherhead School of Management. So good evening. It's wonderful to see so many of you folks here, and it's extremely an honor to celebrate our wonderful alumni. I have had the pleasure, have been around the school in some capacity or another for 31 years as student, alumnus, and now dean, to actually have had the pleasure of knowing and meeting so many of our honorees over the course of my life. And it's just a phenomenal joy to see them recognized for the incredible Weatherhead citizens that they are. This is a tradition 30-some years in the making, and it's just another reason why we celebrate Weatherhead as a community of purpose and more than a school. We hope that when people join us, they join for life, and this place becomes a lifelong personal sustenance network that shepherds you and guides you and stays with you in whatever form as you evolve. But it only can be that way if it's sustained by all of us, by the 25,000 strong alumni community that spans the world. So while faculty and staff remain the backbone of the school in human, and now, by the way, in digital form upstairs, if you have not seen our latest toy that has memorialized some of our faculty who volunteer themselves for signs to become the face of AI at the school, definitely come check it out. It's you, the alumni, us, the alumni, who make this community what it is. So it's my honor to bring Mr. Breitholtz back up here to kick off the ceremonies. Thank you all for being here.
Thank you. And for those who are curious, it is 29 years of age, plus a few. Okay, now the moment you've been waiting for. And I'll begin by reading a little bit of background on each of our honorees. Then they will be invited forward. When you come forward, you may choose to bring the trophy with you, or you might choose to leave it there for a moment and come here. After you are done with your remarks, you will move in this direction, and the dean will be there to shake your hand. We'll make sure you get the trophy one way or another, so the trophy's in the photo with you. Does that work? Okay. Whoever the first person is, they need to know, because if they mess it up the whole night, Rachel, no pressure. No pressure on you. Okay. The first award category is 535, which is our 5 alumni 35 years of age or younger. And it is recognizing them for their accomplishments at such a young age. Rachel Dreher is dedicated to community impact through leadership and innovation. With experience at Procter & Gamble and KeyBank, she's led teams and designed programs that engage clients, colleagues, and communities. Rachel specialized in entrepreneurship and organizational leadership. At Key Bank, she leads the Heritage and Milestone Recognition Strategy and Bicentennial Initiative. Congratulations, Rachel.
Feels risky, honestly. Okay, we're gonna just leave it there for a moment. Hi, everyone. Hi. I am honored, and I just wanted to say thank you to everyone at Weatherhead. I'm really humbled to receive this award. I did not expect to receive this award, and it really just means so much to me. I have some remarks because I didn't want to miss anything. I just wanted to take a moment to reflect on how my time at Weatherhead has really shaped the leader that I am today. Earning my MBA at Weatherhead wasn't just an academic achievement. It was a transformational experience that challenged me to think differently, to lead with purpose, and to always seek out ways to make a positive impact. Through hands-on experiences and opportunities like serving as a graduate fellow at the Fowler Center, I learned how innovation and service can go hand in hand. Weatherhead's mission to have an enduring impact on business and society has guided every step of my career, from managing enterprise initiatives at Key Bank to serving on nonprofit boards and supporting our local Cleveland community. I wanted to give a special shout out to a few people whose investment in me made a huge difference in my time at Weatherhead, and thankfully a few of them are here tonight. First, Steve Scheidt, who guided me through the admissions process during a global pandemic, no less, and was very patient and just extremely helpful, and really is the reason I ended up at Case, to be honest. So thank you to Steve. To the Fowler family, whose scholarship empowered me to take the leap, leaving a full-time job during said global pandemic and go back to school. What the Fowler family has invested in Key really changed the trajectory of my career and my life, and I'm so thankful for that. To Megan, who taught me so much about, Megan Buchter, sorry, who taught me so much about the ways that companies can do good while doing well, do well while doing good, and make a huge impact on the world through the Aim to Flourish program, and was also just a really fantastic boss at the Fowler Center. To Dr. Ellen Van Oosten, who is also being recognized tonight, the assignment that you gave us to create a 10-year vision was really something that helped me rethink my career and rethink my life, and so I thank you for that, because it's really put me on a new path. And last but not least, to my husband, Paul, who's sitting right there, also a proud Case alum, who has been my biggest supporter along the way. This award is not just a recognition of individual achievement. This is a testament to the power of a Weatherhead education. So thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations. Charlotte Gueva Neto is a finance, strategy, and operations leader at PwC, where she helps organizations reimagine their finance functions by designing future-ready operating models, implementing cutting-edge technologies, and driving transformative process improvements. Charlotte is a dynamic civic leader and serves in multiple capacities at the Cleveland Museum of Art. Her prior board service includes Cleveland State University Alumni Association, Go Vikings, New York Classical Theater, and the Cleveland Orchestra's Student Marketing Advisory Committee. Congratulations, Charlotte.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you so much. It's such an honor to be recognized among the 5 under 35, especially as I'll be turning 36 in March, so I just made the cutoff. Weatherhead has always been more than a school to me. It's been a community, a launching pad, and a compass that continues to guide me. During my MBA, and especially through the Fusion program at the School of Law, I learned how business, innovation, and policy intersect, and the complexity isn't something to avoid, but something to embrace. Those lessons taught me to find structure in ambiguity and opportunity in uncertainty, skills that have carried me through over 8 years in consulting, helping clients navigate constant change. Through leadership in the Marketing and Strategy Club while at the MBA program, I learned the power of curiosity, of asking not just what's next, but why not? That mindset, rooted in Weatherhead, has shaped both my career and my outlook. Beyond the professional, Weatherhead has shaped my life in unexpected ways. I met my husband here in our MBA cohort. He's from Recife, Brazil. I'm a third-generation Clevelander. It wouldn't really been likely for us to have met anywhere else. Highlighting Weatherhead doesn't just build careers, it also builds lifetime connections. Those same values, curiosity, collaboration, and community, give my philanthropic work today, whether through my previous role on the Cleveland Museum of Art's non-voting member board of trustees as president of Column and Stripe, their Young Friends group, my previous role at the Cleveland State University Alumni Association, and previously the Weatherhead Advisory Council. To my professors, which some of you are here tonight, mentors, classmates, and entire Weatherhead family, thank you for this recognition. May we continue to innovate, lead with purpose, and keep looking toward the future together. Thank you so much.
So far, you guys have followed directions very well. No pressure on you, you're next. Okay. Faraz Hussein works in depository investment banking at Janney Montgomery Scott, where he advises clients on mergers and acquisitions and capital raising. He serves as chair of the board of LARC Cleveland, a nonprofit dedicated to building inclusive communities for adults with intellectual disabilities. He also volunteers as a mentor with Minds Matter Cleveland, a holistic college prep program that supports high school students from low-income backgrounds as they prepare for and transition to college. Please join me in congratulating Faraz.
Thank you. Hey, everyone. It feels so good to be back. Last time I was here, I was just trying to pass law and econ with Jenny Hawkins, and now I'm giving a speech. But really, what an honor to receive this award and be recognized alongside such a tremendously successful group of people. I want to share one lesson I learned during my time here at Case, something that may have seemed small back then, but ended up being monumental in my life. It was this: get involved early and often. I did my fair share in undergrad. I was president of Weatherhead Economic Society, president of Academic Integrity Board. I SI'd for Calc and Physics, TA'd for Microbio. I did research in cystic fibrosis, and even rode crew a couple of seasons here at Case. And most of these had nothing to do with grades. And don't get me wrong, studying hard and doing well matters, but it was more about being intentional when it comes to connecting with people, exploring new things, and just showing up. Funny enough, the same mindset is how I ended up in banking. Through a Case faculty member I never had a class with, but I just stayed in touch with. It's how I came to chair L'Arche Cleveland. It's how I started mentoring with Minds Matter. And none of this is groundbreaking information, but take the swing. As they say, everything you want is on the other side of fear. Finally, I want to thank Jenny Hawkins, my advisor, my favorite professor at Case, who's been a mentor and guide, offered me guidance throughout all my life. I want to thank my parents, the most supportive parents I could have ever asked for, to my wife, who makes everything brighter, and to her parents, who have yet to say no to anything I've ever invited them to. And to all the incredible professors here at Case, I wouldn't be here without you. Thank you.
Nicole Gianni is a healthcare strategy and operations leader dedicated to transforming patient care through innovation and scalable solutions. Nicole oversees financial planning, business operations, and strategic initiatives for Cleveland Clinic's virtual Second Opinion program. He has led numerous cross-functional teams, built data-driven insights into actionable strategy, and managed partnerships that improve both clinical and financial outcomes. Congratulations, Nicole. He could not be with us this evening, but we do have a video.
I'm so grateful to the Weatherhead School of Management for recognizing me as one of the 5 young alumni of the 2025 year. And I'm so sorry I'm not going to be able to join us on campus this year for all of the celebrations. I am so thankful for all the relationships I've built over the years through the Weatherhead community. With friends, with faculty, with staff, all of you have guided me along the way, and I'm so grateful and would not be here and where I am in my career without all of your support. Being part of the Weatherhead community reminds me that it's not just about the time that we spend in the classroom, and our responsibility doesn't end when we graduate. We're part of a bigger community, we're part of a broader network, and it is so important for us to work with one another, support the students, support fellow alumni, support faculty, as the school continues to change how we teach students, how we engage with the broader worldwide community. I'm so grateful for all of the support, and thank you again for recognizing me for this award, and I look forward to being back on campus again soon. Thank you.
We will make sure to ship that to him. Our next 535 and under honoree is Brian Parrow. Brian is an associate partner at McKinsey & Company and a leader in McKinsey's healthcare practice, where he focuses on enhancing patient experience, expanding patient access, and improving the financial sustainability of the U.S. healthcare system through ambulatory care models. He primarily serves health systems and private investors and speaks nationally on ambulatory growth and transformation. Brian and his wife Abby are members of Peace Lutheran Church, and Brian volunteers for the Mid-Ohio Food Collaborative, and they are joined this evening with their little baby. Where are you, Brian? And they're, okay, so you'll have to look later and do the goo goo gaga. Okay, please join me in congratulating Brian.
Well, first, I would like to thank Dean Medvedev and all of the faculty at Weatherhead for this honor. I think one lesson that has stuck with me from my time at Weatherhead was the importance of the Weatherhead community. This was something that I really didn't understand as a young freshman coming into the Peter B. Lewis building and taking my first Accounting 101 class. But through several members of the faculty and really through the alumni, I got to understand really how powerful and impactful the Weatherhead community can be on all of our lives. And I've had just numerous experiences of being able to learn from, apprentice with, collaborate with other alumni, and that has been truly transformative for my life. And it's something that I, as an alumni, have tried to remember and kind of be part of my guiding purpose on remembering the community, around giving back, and being part and leaning into the community. I would like to thank two people in particular, two professors who really had a profound impact on my time at Weatherhead. The first one is Professor Scott Fine, who was he is part of my experience at a really critical time as I was navigating several tough decisions around what I wanted to do with my career, and couldn't be happier with the path that I've taken over the last 8 years or so. And I really attribute a lot of that to his mentorship and guidance throughout really the last decade and more. And the second professor, who I didn't know was here, but is actually sitting in the back row, Professor Case. She's surprised by this. I would say one of the things that I promote about Weatherhead frequently in the community is the education in our organizational behavior department and the lessons that I learned in the classroom and through experiential learning around how to be a servant leader, an intentional leader, and Professor Case, your classes really had an impact on me, so thank you. Again, I am incredibly honored and humbled by this award and to be recognized amongst the 5 under 35 honorees this year. It's really incredible to see what all of my fellow alumni are doing out in the world, and I am constantly inspired by each of you. Thank you so much.
Listening to those 5 makes you really think about, wow, what they have accomplished, the people that they are at such a young age. Watch out, world, here they come. So congratulations to all of them. Our next award is the Agent of World Benefit Award, which celebrates an individual who has shown innovation, initiative, and impact during their career across all spectrums of sustainability, including policy, community support, entrepreneurship, social good, and/or environmental care. The Agent of World Benefit Award builds off the pioneering work at Weatherhead in the area of business as an agent of world benefit and sustainable value to shine a light on alumni contributions to business, government, civil organizations, and their enduring impact on society. Brody Boland, a partner at McKinsey & Company, exemplifies the spirit of Weatherhead's Agent of World Benefit Award through his transformative work in climate resilience and sustainability. A graduate of Weatherhead's PhD program in organizational behavior, Boland has dedicated his career to advancing sustainable value across sectors. At McKinsey, he's a leader in the firm's climate risk work across real estate and infrastructure. He advises city governments, developers, and investors on strategies to mitigate climate hazards such as floods, fires, and heat, while integrating resilience into broader socioeconomic goals. Brody co-authored reports on climate risk in small cities, drawing on his doctoral research in organizational behavior and sustainability. Join me in congratulating Brody Boland. Brody also couldn't be with us, but sent this video.
Hi there. First of all, thank you so much for this honor. I'm really appreciative of it. And second, I'm sorry I couldn't be there tonight, given a work commitment. I would have loved to have seen many of you caught up. I've been thinking a lot lately about my time at Weatherhead. I think just given everything that's happening in the world right now, I spend a lot of time in climate change, and it can be really discouraging and oppressive just watching the numbers ceaselessly climb up into the right in terms of atmospheric CO2, watching many of our natural systems enter tailspins. And so I've had to go back to some of the things often that I learned at Weatherhead. One of those things was this fundamentally appreciative approach to change, and this question of what seeds are planted by the means that we use to create change. And that approach is just more giving of dignity to all individuals, whether they be in a boardroom somewhere or working on the vineyards at Chateau Huff in Cleveland. That approach weaves together the social fabric in terms of fracturing it, like we're seeing in so many places. And I think that approach is also just fundamentally more effective. It's appreciative not in a cloying, naive way, but it's appreciative in a very rigorous, empirical manner. And so I've really gone back to that a lot. It's had an enormous impact on my life. And I want to thank all the people at Weatherhead that made that possible. I can't obviously mention them all, but I'll mention my committee, David, JP, Ron, and all the other wonderful people in the Weatherhead community that not only pursue these big ideals, but try and live it in their day-to-day lives. So thank you so much, and I hope everyone has a great evening.
Deep breaths. Okay. The Spirit of Philanthropy Award. We have a fan section here. Okay. Is a new award created to recognize a Weatherhead alum whose generosity of spirit and philanthropy has aided students in their academic pursuits in Weatherhead School at large. Their generosity and example serves as a light to us all. We set a high bar in this inaugural year with the recognition of Becky Montague. Becky embodies the true spirit of philanthropy through decades of unwavering support for Weatherhead and Case Western Reserve University. A proud alumna of the EMBA class of 1988 and the Professional Fellows Program of 1998, Becky has given generously in every way: time, talent, resources, and heart. After leading a Montessori school for 13 years, she boldly pursued her EMBA to transition into business leadership, ultimately guiding a manufacturing company to success and retiring from GE. She served on the Weatherhead Visiting Committee, the Case Weatherhead Reserve Alumni Association Board, and is now an Emeriti board member. A consistent donor for more than 35 years, Becky continues to inspire others with her commitment. Please join me in recognizing Becky Montague.
Note to people, your children will always try to embarrass you, no matter what you do, but I'm so glad they're here. Before I say my brief words, I do want to recognize my husband, my daughters, my grandson, and also my dear, dear Case friends that I met not only through Weatherhead, but being part of the overall Alumni Association of Case Western Reserve University. It's a great group. So we have Nancy and Judy and Nikki. I think, is Nikki still here? Or she may have left already. But I have had so much fun with so many friends, and we just keep getting together and having a good time. So, on to business. Thank you for this extraordinary honor to be recognized with the inaugural Spirit of Philanthropy Award is deeply humbling and profoundly meaningful. I began my EMBA journey at Weatherhead 39 years ago, way before a lot of you were even twinkle in your parents' eyes. That experience shaped not only my career, but my values, my leadership, and my belief in the power of generosity to transform lives. To stand here today among a community that continues to inspire me is a full circle event. Philanthropy is not just about giving. It's about igniting possibility. At Weatherhead, it fuels scholarships, sparks innovation, and empowers students to lead with integrity and vision. It's the catalyst that turns bold ideas into lasting impact. But what moves me most is the spirit behind it all. The spirit of philanthropy is not a single act, it's a way of being. It lives within us and moves around us. It calls us to lift others, to build bridges, to imagine better futures, and then to help them happen. At one quote I read, which is so beautifully puts it, philanthropy is the gentle art of teaching the soul that it can make a difference. And I believe spirit is the invisible thread that weaves generosity into action, turning hope into change. I humbly accept this award, not as a culmination, but as a call to keep going, because there is always more good to be done. I am proud to be part of a place where generosity drives excellence and where every act of giving helps shape the future of business leadership. Thank you. I'm honored. I'm grateful. I'm committed to continuing this work with compassion, purpose, and spirit.
I'll take the notes after the mic.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Becky. The Outstanding Alumni Award annually recognizes alumni for their exceptional leadership, dedication, and service excellence rendered to the Weatherhead School, to Case Western Reserve, and to various communities. This year we recognize 2 exceptional alumni with this award. Our first honoree, David Sylvan, serves as the Chief Strategy, Innovation, and Marketing Officer at University Hospitals and President of UH Ventures, where he leads transformative initiatives across operations, partnerships, commercialization, and strategic marketing for the $7 billion health system. With over 35 years of diverse experience, he brings a dynamic, cross-industry perspective to healthcare innovation. Under his leadership, UH Ventures has accelerated system-wide transformation, integrated advanced technologies, and fostered a culture of innovation that enhances patient care and the caregiver experience. As Chief Marketing Officer, he has redefined marketing as a strategic, data-driven function aligned with operational priorities and philanthropic goals. A recognized thought leader by Becker's healthcare system, Sylvan also serves as an adjunct professor and mentor with the Weatherhead School, where he inspires future leaders in design and innovation. His visionary leadership, his enduring commitment to excellence, and his continued service to Weatherhead make him truly an outstanding alumnus. Please join me in recognizing Dave Sylvan.
Good evening, everyone. I'm the poor sod that had to follow Becky, so you'll have to bear with me. And Brian, thank you for that tremendously embellished introduction. I appreciate that. As someone who perpetually vacillates between debilitating imposter syndrome on one end and unbridled and unwarranted enthusiasm on the other, when I look at Dr. Van Oosten's accomplishments and accolades, I have to wonder what happened to the quality control of the selection committee for me to have achieved the second seat. One can only surmise that Weatherhead too must be facing the same shortages driven by the government shutdown, but it's probably more likely reliance on a wildly hallucinating large language model. But of course I am honored. My wife, my partner Audrey here will attest to the fact that the EMBA truly triggered a pivot in my professional development and my career pathway. Even more impactful for me as I manage life within the lane lines of visual and surface dyslexia and other wonderful gems on the neurodiversity spectrum. And so even the notion of undergraduate studies was a tremendous challenge for me. And in fact, I failed and had to repeat every year of undergraduate. But by harnessing and hiding the tics and the tricks, I managed to navigate the executive MBA here, and you can't take the degree back. Upon completion of the MBA, I switched industries more than once. With a newfound sense of confidence and a bolstered arsenal of skills without which I could not have and candidly would not have made the transitions and set the course upon which I've never looked back. My case experience, the quality of the education opened all the doors, and instead of believing that my career pathway was and my role designations were hardwired by my educational designations, I knew that self-doubt or a lack of confidence would be the only things holding me back. And fortunately, both were dissipated by the likes of the late Richard Boyatzis, the late Rob Cower, David Cooper Ryder, Scott Cowan, many others. I said the late Richard Boyatzis, and I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The late Richard Osborne. Richard Boyatzis is still, thankfully, with us. Later, as I began to instruct on an adjunct basis here at Weatherhead, thank you, Michael Goldberg. Michael had to leave because, as he indicated to me, he had somewhere more important to be. I would always stress to my students the importance that knowledge and experience is all fungible. And so that they too wouldn't feel that they were locked into a designated lane line from a career perspective, and that they too would truly believe that all experience is indeed stackable. And so I found myself in interesting designations in public accounting, in professional sports, investment banking and capital markets, and more recently in healthcare leadership, with all of the latter stops informed by my time here at Case. As a result, my son, Joshua, couldn't be with us tonight. He is on call at a Hoosier this evening. He is a proud Case alum, and he too would attest to the quality of his education and his experience as fundamental to the successes that he's achieved. And so I'll end here. I'm humbled that Dean Medvedev has invited me to add a minute piece of context and content to some very interesting new programmatic offerings. Thank you, Brian, as well. That will be announced shortly. I truly enjoy my time on the visiting committee and as an executive in residence, and I continue to look forward to paying it forward. Thank you.
Congratulations, David. Our second recipient apparently has a fan club in Cleveland, judging from all the nominations we received on her behalf. Dr. Ellen Van Oosten is a professor of organizational behavior at the Weatherhead School, where she also serves as faculty director of executive education and director of the coaching research lab. The double alumna of CASE, Ellen's 34-year journey spans roles as MBA class president, staff leader, PhD scholar, and faculty member. Her pioneering work in executive coaching, emotional intelligence, and leadership development has shaped curricula across CWRU's schools of law, engineering, and nursing. Dr. Van Oosten has co-founded Weatherhead's Coaching Research Lab, securing corporate partnerships that fund cutting-edge coaching research. Her teaching and scholarship inspire leaders to grow through intentional change, and her award-winning publications and presentations reflect her deep commitment to excellence. Known for her warmth, resilience, and visionary spirit, Ellen is a guiding force at Weatherhead and a champion of transformational learning in organizations worldwide. One of her nominators wrote, "Ellen's many contributions attest to her generosity of time, talent, and spirit. One of the qualities that makes her so compelling is that she earnestly lives by the principles that she teaches." They added, on a deeply personal level, she brings out the best in others by recognizing their unique talents. Please join me in congratulating Dr. Ellen Van Oosten.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. Congratulations to all of the other award recipients tonight. We have a saying here at Weatherhead that what you learn in a single day can change everything. I think we just set the record. What you learn in a couple of hours or an hour can change everything. I'm so inspired by each one of you, and I really just admire who you are. When I first heard from Brian that I was receiving this award, my immediate thought was, wait, doesn't this go to somebody who actually left the university? Because as you now know, I've been hanging around here a long time, for a good reason too. But what started on day one as an MBA student 34 years ago somehow turned into a professional journey spanning decades that I could never have imagined. I've held roles of MBA student, assistant dean, coach, PhD student, and faculty, as Brian mentioned. So at this point, I think my case ID card qualifies as a historical artifact. I certainly have confused HR enough. They're like, wait a minute, what role is she in, right? After my MBA, I was working for an organization when I received a call that I'll never forget from Richard Osborne, and many of you know him as the unforgettable gorilla. He presented this opportunity to come back to Weatherhead and join the executive education team building new custom executive programs. And when Richard Osborne calls, you pick it up and you listen and you answer the call. It was a dream job I really couldn't pass up at the time. So I found myself back here at the Weatherhead School. October 30th, coming up in a couple of weeks, marks 30 years to the day that I came back and that chapter started. And so the word for me is really gratitude. What makes this place special, though, isn't only the remarkable programs or the distinctive research, it truly is the people, as we've heard from so many others' comments as well. Every one of these roles gave me the chance to work with brilliant, talented, heartfelt, incredible people. Mentors who became collaborators, colleagues who became lifelong friends, and students, some of whom who are here today, who remind me why we do what we do. The Coaching Research Lab is just one example of that great spirit. It's not a project, it's a community built on a shared vision to help people and organizations reach their greatest potential. While my name is on the award, it really belongs to all of you who have walked alongside me for so many years and shaped who I've become and collaborated with me in many memorable ways. So thank you to the thought leaders and the mentors upon whose shoulders I stand, including Richard Boyatzis, Melvin Smith, Diana Villamoria, Susan Case is here, JP Stevens is here, so many in my own department. Thank you for stimulating me and expanding my thinking and ability to see what's possible. To my executive education colleagues, including Lori Neiswander and Jennifer Carr, Suzette Williamson, and many others, Jenny O'Connor-Nesky, the entire team has made work so meaningful and so fun for so many years. To clients who challenge me in the best of ways, but also put faith in my perspective, and also for my coaching research lab team, who always ignite an inner flame of motivation in me while striving together to be on the frontier of coaching scholarship and practice. To my past and present students who I learn from every day and who make the work so full of purpose and joy. But also to my family, especially my husband, Scott, and our children, Maureen and Thomas, who are off doing their thing in the world, to my mother, to my sisters, and the village that is our family, for your undying support. None of it would be possible without all of your support and love. This community has taught me what leadership really is, not authority or achievement, but curiosity, connectedness, and compassion for others. And so I'll leave you with this, my 3 top insights over so many years here, which I really learned here, have been enduring and life-changing. And that is, leadership is really about being curious, not judgmental. When we lean into curiosity, instead of judging, it opens up new learning. It's generative. It becomes like a way forward that shows us how to adapt and move ahead. To be connected, as humans, we're wired for connection. We're not meant to go it alone or to be alone. Leadership as a calling is not only about results or tasks, it's a relationship with others. And to be compassionate. The most meaningful and memorable things in life are not connected to material things or tasks. It's about caring for others. And when we show compassion for others as a way of leading and being, we all flourish. Thank you so much. This truly is an honor, and I can't wait for the future. The best is yet to come. Thank you.
Take these. There you go. Congratulations. I would like for each of our honorees to please stand. And let's give them a big round of applause. Thank you for spending your birthdays with me. My birthday. Okay, as we close out, a couple of announcements I'd like to make and a couple of folks I do want to thank. First of all, I do want to thank the catering staff because I can't think of any crazier weekend to have to do all these events. So thank you for that. To the external relations team, raise your hand, external relations team. You're all wonderful. So thank you. And of course, they don't raise their hand. And in the back, of course, is Nikki Anderson, who is our events guru, who makes every event special. So thank you. I'd also like to thank Dan Hearn and Laura Watt for all they do to make this night special and work for us as well. So thank you. To our esteemed awardees, just to let you know, in the back of the room you will see a step and repeat by Kim back there. And that is where our wonderful photographer Brian will be. So feel free to have photos taken of yourself, with your loved one, with your fan clubs, what have you. But he will be back there. Make sure you get your photos taken and so forth. So thank you for joining us this evening for this very special occasion. Your presence made a real difference in the lives of our honorees and to the school. Thank you so much and enjoy homecoming.